Nehemiah chapter 3. Then Eliashib the high priest and his priestly colleagues arose and built the sheep gate. They dedicated it and erected its doors, walking as far as the Tower of the 100 and the Tower of Hananel. The men of Jericho built adjacent to it, and Zachar son of Imri built adjacent to them. The sons of Hassenaah rebuilt the fish gate. They laid its beams and positioned its doors, its bolts and its bars. Meremoth son of Uriah, the son of Hakkoz, worked on the section adjacent to them. Meshullam son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabel, worked on the section next to them, and Zadok son of Banner worked on the section adjacent to them. The men of Tekoa worked on the section adjacent to them, but their town leaders would not assist with the work of their master. Jehoiada son of Paseah and Meshullam son of Besodeiah worked on the Jeshanah gate. They laid its beams and positioned its doors, its bolts and its bars. Adjacent to them worked Melatiah the Gibeonite and Jedon the Meronothite, who were men of Gibeon and Mizpah. These towns were under the jurisdiction of the governors of Trans-Euphrates. Uzziel son of Hahiah, a member of the goldsmith guild, worked on the section adjacent to him. Hananiah, a member of the perfumers guild, worked on the section adjacent to him. They plastered the city wall of Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. Raphael son of Har, head of half-district of Jerusalem, worked on the section adjacent to them. Jedaiah son of Haramath worked on the section adjacent to them opposite his house, and Hattush son of Heshabneah worked on the section adjacent to him. Malchijah son of Harim and Hashab son of Pahath Moab worked on another section and the tower of the firepots. Shallum son of Halohesh, head of the half-district of Jerusalem, worked on the section adjacent to him, assisted by his daughters. Hanun and the residents of Zanor worked on the valley gate. They rebuilt it and positioned its doors, its bolts, and its bars, in addition to working on 1,500 feet of the wall as far as the dung gate. Malchijah, son of Rechab, head of the district of Bez Hakerim, worked on the dung gate. He rebuilt it and positioned its doors, its bolts, and its bars. Shallun, son of Kol-Hozer, head of the district of Mizpah, worked on the fountain gate. He rebuilt it, put on its roof, and positioned its doors, its bolts, and its bars. In addition, he rebuilt the wall of the pool of Siloam by the royal garden, as far as the steps that go down from the city of David. Nehemiah son of Azbuk, head of the half-district of Beth Zur, worked after him as far as the tombs of David and the artificial pool and the house of the warriors. After him the Levites worked, Rehum son of Bani, and after him Hashabiah, head of the district of Keilah, for his district. After him their relatives worked, Binui son of Henadad, head of the half-district of Keilah. Adjacent to him Asa son of Jeshua, head of Mizpah, worked on another section opposite the ascent of the armory at the buttress. After him Baruch son of Zabai worked on another section from the buttress to the door of the house of Eliashib the high priest. After him Meremoth son of Uriah, the son of Hakkoz, worked on another section from the door of Eliashib's house to the end of it. After him the priests worked, men of the nearby district. After them Benjamin and Hashub worked opposite their house. After them Azariah son of Maaseiah, the son of Hananiah, worked near his house. After him Binui son of Henadad worked on another section, from the house of Azariah to the buttress and the corner. After him Palal son of Uzai worked opposite the buttress and the tower that protrudes from the upper palace of the court of the God. After him, Pedaiah son of Parosh and the temple servants who were living on Ophel walked up to the area opposite the water gate toward the east and the protruding tower. After them, the men of Tekoa walked on another section from opposite the great protruding tower to the wall of Ophel. Above the horse gate, the priests walked, each in front of his house. After them, Zadok, son of Imer, walked opposite his house, and after him, Shemaiah, son of Shechaniah, God, at the east gate, walked. After him, Hananiah, son of Shelemiah, and Hanun, the sixth son of Zalap, walked on another section. After them, Meshullam, son of Berechiah, walked opposite his quarters. After him, Melchijah, one of the goldsmiths, walked as far as the house of the temple servants and the traders, opposite the inspection gate, and up to the room above the corner. And between the room above the corner and the sheep gate, a goldsmith and traders walked. Chapter 4. Now when Sanballat heard that we were rebuilding the wall, he became angry and was quite upset. He derided the Jews. And in the presence of his colleagues and the army of Samaria, he said, "What are these feeble Jews doing? Will they be left to themselves? Will they again offer sacrifice? Will they finish this in a day? Can they bring these burnt stones to life again from piles of dust?" Then Tobiah the Ammonite, who was close by, said, "If even a fox were to climb up on what they are building, it would break down their wall of stones. Hear, O our God, for we are despised. Return their reproach on their own head. Reduce them to plunder in the land of exile. Do not cover their iniquity, and do not wipe out their sin from before them, for they have bitterly offended the builders." So we rebuilt the wall, and the entire wall was joined together up to half its height. The people were enthusiastic in their work. When Sanballat, Tobiah, the Arabs, the Ammonites, and the people of Ashdod heard that the restoration of the walls of Jerusalem had moved ahead and that the breaches had begun to be closed, they were very angry. All of them conspired together to move with armed forces against Jerusalem and to create a disturbance in it. So we prayed to our God and stationed a guard to protect against them both day and night. Then those in Judah said, "The strength of the laborers has failed. The debris is so great that we are unable to rebuild the wall. Our adversaries also boasted. Before they are aware of or anticipate anything, we will come in among them and kill them, and we will bring this work to a halt." So it happened that the Jews who were living near them came and warned us repeatedly about all the schemes they were plotting against us. So I stationed people at the lower places behind the wall in the exposed places. I stationed the people by families, with their swords, spears, and bows. When I had made an inspection, I stood up and said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, "Don't be afraid of them. Remember the great and awesome Lord, and fight on behalf of your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your wives, and your families." It so happened that when our adversaries heard that we were aware of these matters, God frustrated their intentions. Then all of us returned to the wall, each to his own work. From that day forward, half of my men were doing the work, and half of them were taking up spears, shields, bows, and body armor. Now the officers were behind all the people of Judah, who were rebuilding the wall. Those who were carrying loads did so by keeping one hand on the work and the other on their weapon. The builders to a man had their sword strapped to their sides while they were building, but the trumpeters remained with me. I said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, "The work is demanding and extensive, and we are spread out on the wall, far removed from one another. Wherever you hear the sound of the trumpet, gather there with us. Our God will fight for us." So we walked on, with half holding spears from dawn till dusk. At that time I instructed the people, let every man and his co-worker spend the night in Jerusalem, and let them be guards for us by night and workers by day. We did not change clothes, not I, nor my relatives, nor my workers, nor my watchmen who were with me. Each had his weapon, even when getting a drink of water. We're stopping here today. Next time we're going to be starting from Nehemiah chapter 5. I'll see you then.